What is up, guys, and welcome back for week 9 of the IBA in its second season. I'm your man, MetaMech, coach of the Miami Heatran, and here in week 9, the Miami Heatran are going to be taking on my brother specifically, my Hawaiian homie, BraddahKahuutz, coach of the Hawaiian Kommo'os. Let me tell you guys, prepping for this man and this team in this week has given me so much stress. I'm absolutely loving it, man. Who knows what is going to go down this week? For those of you guys that maybe don't know, aren't really following the IBA that close, Kahootz and I are both 4-4, fighting for one of the lower tier playoff spots at this point in time. I do believe he is the top 8 make the playoffs. He's number 8. I'm number 9, so we're hanging in there. We're neck and neck. The only difference is he's got a lot better differential than me, which I'm going to have to look into my differential because it's lower than I think it should be. So apparently, like, a couple of my opponents' Pokemon have, like, killed themselves to recoil or something this season. But regardless, this battle is do or die, especially for me. I don't think either one of us can afford to lose this battle, but definitely not me, and definitely not the Miami Heatran. So we really got to come out, give it everything we've got. I hope you guys are excited to see what I have in store for you today with this team. I have done a lot of different things. I'm going out of my comfort zone. Kahootz, if you're watching this right now, no matter what happens, my dude, I went way out of my comfort zone with some of these sets, with some of these mods we're bringing. But I'm not going to waste any more of your guys' time. I am hyped for this. Hopefully you guys are as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put on the screen the Pokemon BraddahKahuutz could potentially bring to this battle. Boom, there they are. He's got Gigantamax Lapras. As you guys know, huge threat. There's a reason why Gigantamax Lapras is the IBA logo. As you guys can see in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen there, can set up Aurora Veil with its specific Gigantamax Ice-type move. And obviously, so it gets really strong water, ice. It can be ran physical or special. I know my man Kahootz loves to run physical Lapras. Excuse me, it does get Dragon Dance, so I can definitely see that coming this week. Hopefully we don't allow it to set up a Dragon Dance for free. If we do, good luck. But he's got Gigantamax Lapras. Like I said, water and ice type. It does get the water absorbability, which could be potentially problematic. Shell armor as well, so he can't be crit. I would say he'd probably run water absorb in case we bring something like a Barraskewda or want to run other water type moves. But yeah, Lapras, huge threat, like I said, physical or special, insanely bulky, and can set up Aurora Veil, which nobody wants to deal with that at all. Next up, he's got Aegislash, Steel and Ghost type with stance change ability. Of course, that is his only ability. I'm going to go ahead and do this so my screen will not time out here. But Aegislash is a really awesome Pokemon. It can be a physical or special attacker as well. And I know he likes to run physical, I think, because it gets Swords Dance. I don't know if it gets Nasty Plot. It might. But obviously, as you guys know, when it's in its defensive form, when it's not attacking, it is insanely bulky. Got like base 140 physical and special defense. But when it's attacking, it flips. So then its attacks get 140 and 140 attack and 140 special attack. I don't know if the EVs flip too. That would be kind of wild if they do. I would say that they don't, but if they do, that's kind of crazy. Not even going to lie to you guys. It's just crazy. Physical, special, and he's got Priority Shadow Sneak, and also gets Sacred Sword, as you guys know. Like I said last week against Monferno with the Houston Haxorus, Sacred Sword goes through defense buffs, essentially. So I am sure he's probably going to be bringing that for our Mudsdale potential, if he does choose to bring Aegislash. But just really strong Pokemon, can set up with Swords Dance, and then King Shield. If you attack it with a contact move while it's using King Shield, it lowers your attack -1. I absolutely hate that. It's giving me a lot of problems prepping this week. I don't want to deal with it, so hopefully it doesn't bring it to the battle. Next up, he's got Mimikyu, Ghost of Fairy type, another Ghost type with the Disguise ability, you guys know. Essentially, Mimikyu can take a free attacking move, and before it will break its disguise, it will only lose the 12.5% of damage that it does now get in Generation 8, which breaks its disguise. It gets set up as well with Swords Dance. It's really strong. Got decent speed tier. It's got super effective, it's got Priority Shadow Sneak as well, Shadow Claw. It gets Leech Life. It gets Drain Punch. It gets Play Rough. Like I said, my man Kahootz is a wild man. He brought Thunderbolt on a Mimikyu last week. I think Mimikyu's special attack is base 50. Honestly, this man will do anything. I'm telling you, he is crazy, and I'm looking forward to this battle. But Mimikyu, a real threat. Him and Mimikyu go way back. They have a long history together, so I'm excited to see what he can do with this one. Next up, he's got Flygon, another Mon that is potentially problematic for us. I can see it potentially putting in a lot of work. Ground and Dragon type. It is base 100 speed, so it ties Jirachi as our second highest speed tier, which is kind of a problem. It can also set up a Dragon Dance, and or you could Scarf it. It also gets priority first impression. It can be physical or special. Some people do run special Flygon. I would say physical is probably usually better because it is base 100 physical attack, but only base 80 special attack. But you can mess around and do some crazy things with the special Flygon. I wouldn't put it past my man Kahoots to run a special Flygon set. I really wouldn't. Next up, he has got Rotom-Mow, the electric and grass type. Levitate ability as well, another immunity to ground type moves just like the Flygon. Rotom-Mow can definitely put in a lot of work with its electric and grass type moves. It can set up screens, it can Pain Split, it can Will-O-Wisp, it can Thunder Wave, it can Volt Switch around, it can Leaf Storm, which is insanely powerful grass type move. It can Nasty Plot. I mean, what can these Rotoms not do? Next time I do a draft league, I definitely want to pick up a Rotom if I can, because these things are awesome. There's so many different things that they can do. It's a very great utility mon. Can also defog as well. So if he brings Rotom-Mow, I could definitely put in some work and do some different things. I could definitely see it coming here. But it's just a real nuisance sometimes if you don't have ways to deal with it. Next up, he has got Orbeetle, the Psychic and Bug type, with the potential of Swarm, Frisk, and Telepathy abilities. I imagine we'll run Frisk to see what our item is, which is pretty cool about Orbeetle. It is very bulky. It can set up screens. Last week, he used it as a Trick Room in singles. Yeah, he went Trick Room in singles with Orbeetle. Can set up Iron defenses, and it does get Body Press, so it can reverse Iron. It can reverse Iron defense and Body Press sweep my Mudsdale, if you guys can believe that. My dog is barking right now. If you guys can hear that, you probably can. But Body Press is quad resisted by a Orbeetle, and I think Earthquake is also resistant, so we really don't want to be in that matchup if we can avoid it. But yeah, Orbeetle can definitely put in a lot of work and is very bulky. Like I said, one of the better, I think, early game bug types you can get, unless you include like Scolipede. That thing's also pretty good with speed boost, but Orbeetle, do not sleep. Next up, he's got Lycanroc Midnight, a proud member that I never brought to a battle, at least I don't think, of the Miami Heatran in the DTC Draft League Season 3 B League. Pure Rock type, gets Keen Eye, Auto Spirit, No Guard. He's probably going to be running No Guard for Stone Edge. It will never miss. It is a Stealth Rock user. He probably could run it Sash to get up his Stealth Rocks and then potentially do some shenanigans, do some different things. It's kind of a problem. Stealth Rocks, like I said, Stealth Rocks, Stone Edge will never miss, so that's a thing. He's not the fastest, but he's got more bulk than the other Lycanrocs. Higher defenses and a higher HP stat. Does also get Sucker Punch, Close Combat, as well as Stone Edge. He doesn't get a Cell Rock, which is kind of a bummer. That's one thing that I didn't like about Lycanroc Midnight, but nonetheless, you can definitely put in a lot of work with this thing. Next up, he's got Incineroar. One of the biggest nuisances and problems for my team, guys. I'm telling you right now, Incineroar, okay, I apologize about that, guys. Don't want my screen to time out here. But Incineroar is just a real problem. He's very slow, which is our saving grace, but he is just insanely bulky, especially... He's got Intimidate as well to lower your attack, and then he'll take physical moves better. And then you can run him insanely bulky on the special side, and then he'll even eat special moves. It's really a problem. He gets Fake Out, he gets Stab Knockoff, he gets Stab Flare Blitz. He can even run a special, like once again he did in the last week's battle. My man ran a special Incineroar, which can potentially put in work too. Physical is generally a lot better, but you know, either way, you can run it either way and put in a lot of work with it. Like I said, Intimidate, Stab Knockoff, Stab Flare Blitz, and it's just insanely bulky. He also gets Parting Shot and U-Turn. Just not going to lie to you guys, Incineroar is a real problem for us, and hopefully he doesn't bring it to this battle. But if he does, hopefully we can work around it. He's definitely bringing it to this battle. It puts in a lot of work against my team, like I said, guys. Next up, Hitmonlee, another very good Pokemon, underrated Pokemon in my opinion. It's got, I mean, its physical defense and HP stat are ridiculously, awfully pathetic. So we can't be taking physical moves, especially super effective physical moves. But he gets a lot of good abilities. Limber, can't be paralyzed, reckless, power up like High Jump Kick. Other recoil moves, Unknown Burden, which I think is the more common thing. You know, go for Curse or Close Combat, White Herb, and then your speed is doubled. And like I said, his attack is insanely strong. So he's going to be putting in a lot of work. He's going to hit things insanely hard. Once he gets up an Unburden, he's really going to outspeed everything on my team except for like maybe a Choice Scarf Barraskewda or a Swift Swim boosted Barraskewda. But honestly, it's pretty crazy. Hitmonlee can put in a lot of work. Like I said, hopefully we can hang our hats on the fact that his physical defense is really, really low, and his HP is also really, really bad. So, but definitely Hitmonlee can put in a lot of work, and I could definitely see him bringing it and doing a lot of damage against our team. Not going to lie to you guys. His team is very threatening, like I said. It has been giving me a lot of stress prepping for this battle. It's not just the fact that the battle is insanely high stakes, but also the fact that his team is really freaking good. Next up and last, or no, he's got Salazzle. Don't let me forget that. Salazzle is the fastest mon on his team. I think it's like base 117 speed. Poison and Fire type, Corrosion, and Oblivious. It can ignore like taunts and things like that, and then Infatuation. I definitely think you're going over on Corrosion. That way you can Toxic even, you know, our Jirachi or any other Steel types or Poison types, potentially if we bring like a Steel or Poison type Silvally. It can poison anything with the Corrosion ability, and then Poison types never miss. So it's never missing a Toxic. It's never missing a Toxic. So Salazzle can potentially put in work. It obviously is super effective with his Fire type moves against one of our tier 1s with being Jirachi. So I can definitely see Salazzle coming into putting in a lot of work. It can be a very strong option. I can definitely see it doing some damage. Next up, he has got Indeedee, the female version. Psychic and normal type that gets the own tempo, synchronizing Psychic Surge ability. Psychic Surge will put the effects of Psychic Terrain on the field, which will boost Psychic type moves by 30% and prevent priority. So that's something that we have to keep in mind if we're under Psychic Surge, that we couldn't potentially go for like a Bullet Punch on Machamp, Aqua Jet on Barraskewda, things like that if we get other priority that I'm not really thinking of at the time. But Indeedee female is pretty cool. It's got an immunity to Ghost type, which is nice because of its normal typing. And it is decently bulky. Physical defense is not the best, but it can set up screens and be a little bit of a nuisance. So hopefully we have ways to deal with that. But yeah, that's his team, man. That is his team, guys. I'm going to go ahead and take it off the screen. And now, without further ado, 11 and a half minutes in, why don't I go ahead and show you guys my team? But real quick, before I do that, make sure, as always, you cover your eyes so you don't see them, because I don't want you to see them until I'm going through them one by one. Then you can open them. So ready? 1, 2, 3. Your eyes are closed. Hey, I see you. Your eyes are still open. Close them. All right, thanks. Keep them closed. Keep them closed. I'll tell you when you can open them. I'll tell you when you guys can open them. All right, you can open them. First up, we have got Maximus the Jirachi, Steel and Psychic type with the Power Herb. Why do we have Power Herb? I'll tell you guys why. You'll see it here in just a second. With the Timid Nature, Serene Grace ability, and the moves Psychic, Flash Cannon, Shadow Ball, and Meteor Beam. Now, originally, when I was prepping this team, I had Physical Jirachi out here, and I was like, man, Incineroar just walls us so hard. Obviously, he's immune to our one stab, resists our other stab, and I was like, I had U-turn on there, so I was like, we can U-turn out, which is neutral, and obviously, once he gets Intimidate off, then our attack is even lower, so I was just like, man, Incineroar walls me so hard, and then I hated it, man. And then, boom, it clicked with me. Somebody let me know, because I tried to look into the strat a few weeks ago, and I thought for some reason that Jirachi couldn't learn Meteor Beam, and I think I realized why, because when you're building the sets in Pokemon Showdown, it's not one of the more commonly used moves. You got to keep scrolling down, and then it goes like usually useless moves or something like that. It's down there. So it does get Meteor Beam. We have power. If you guys don't know what Meteor Beam does, essentially it boosts your, it's a 2-turn move that boosts your special attack by, well, here, let me just go and show you. It's a 2-turn move that boosts your special attack and then targets on the next turn. And it's rock type, and it's super effective, and it's special. So we got special Jirachi here. It's going to be super effective on that Incineroar. And it's also going to boost our special attack. And then we have Power Herb, so we can do the move in one turn, essentially, so we don't have to wait a second turn, because nobody's trying to wait around for a second turn in these kind of formats. Unless you have a move that's like Phantom Force, where you can guarantee that it's going to hit because there's Protect isn't a thing. Outside of that, 2-turn moves aren't the best. I don't want to be a sitting duck, so hopefully our power doesn't get knocked off, and hopefully the strat can really put in work for us. Like I said, I'm very excited about it. It's not something I've ever done. I've never ran like a power herb on a mon before. And then obviously you guys know I normally do physical Jirachi, even though I did do special Jirachi last week. But it could potentially do some damage here. It really could potentially do some damage. The way I did the EVs is Flygon is base 100. Jirachi is base 100 as well, but you guys know that I hate speed ties. I really, really do. I hate just like sitting there and be like, okay, maybe we want a speed tie. So I went ahead and gave up the speed tier. Flygon is going to outspeed us if he's max speed, which doesn't necessarily let us know if he's Choice Scarfed or not, so hopefully we can work around that in the battle. But so Flygon will, if he's out max speed, it will essentially will always outspeed us, but we will outspeed, what's his next fastest mon, which is Mimikyu, at base 96 speed. So we should always outspeed Mimikyu unless he's got like speed boost or something like that up. Next up, we have got Undertaker the Machamp holding the Flame Orb, obviously the fighting type with the Guts ability. Max attack, we are speed creeping on his base 60 speed mon, like his Aegislash, like his Incineroar, and that might be it in terms of his base 60 speed mons, but I definitely know we're speed creeping, like I said, on that Incineroar and on that Aegislash. Oh, and the Lapras. Lapras is also base 60. I imagine he'll have some speed in them all, especially Lapras that can go for Dragon Dance. But we are, with the Guts ability and the Flame Ward, to boost our attack, hopefully. With the moves Brick Break, Bulk Up, Fire Punch, and Bullet Punch. Now, originally I had Low Kick on here, and I also had Knock Off over Bulk Up. I had Low Kick over Brick Break and Knock Off over Bulk Up. But I really wanted Bulk Up potentially in case we're in front of the Aegislash. We think he's going to go for a King Shield, or we're out in another situation where I think Bulk Up is free because I think he's going to switch or something like that. Maybe the Incineroar intimidates us. We think he's going to switch or something. Who knows? It gives us an option to Bulk Up right in their face, and then Brick Break to potentially break the screens of the Lapras. We have some decent bulk. Maybe, hopefully, we can live a move, even though we don't have any. Our physical defense is slightly less than our special defense, and we aren't Assault Vest this week. So regardless, none of that matters. But we do have some decent bulk, and like I said, if he's got no speed investment in his Lapras at all, which he should, we will outspeed it. But it does give us an option to potentially break that Aurora Veil. Fire Punch is just good coverage against this team. It allows me to hit the Aegislash, allows me to hit the Rotom-Mow, allows me to hit the Orbeetle. Salazzle, as you guys can see, walls this set pretty hard, but as a Salazzle being as frail as it is, I really don't think he's going to... He obviously doesn't know my set. I don't think he's even going to want to chance it and take any of my moves, because I imagine he probably doesn't eat them very well, even though he does resist all of our moves. Potentially, hopefully, we're not in that set, but it does do some decent work against, like I said, Aegislash and Rotom-Mow or Beetle, and it also is neutral still on the Lapras, and it sets the Sun, so it weakens its potential Water-type moves. That could be a thing that we could rely on. Now, it does boost the Fire-type moves of Incineroar and Salazzle, so like Specs Overheat or something like that is just going to be absolutely monstrous, so hopefully that doesn't happen, so we'll see what happens when we get there. But this is the set we got on Machamp. Next up, we have Normal Gem on our normal type Silvally with the Jolly Nature, and the way I did the speed was to outspeed Max Speed Orbeetle. I don't think he's going to run Max Speed Orbeetle, but you have to be prepared for it just in case. So Flygon, Mimikyu, and Salazzle all are going to outspeed us with the moves Crunch, Defog, Party Shot, and Explosion. Crunch essentially allows us to hit everything that Explosion doesn't, like Mimikyu and Aegislash. But we do have Normal Gem boosted Explosion for a last-ditch effort if we really want to do some major damage on something, potentially the Lapras. Even if he's like max HP Lapras with Normal Gem boosted, Explosion is going to do like over half, as long as the Aurora Veil's not up, which I hope it's not. But we'll see what happens when we get there. But we do have Defog, which will also get rid of hazards and screens like Aurora Veil. So hopefully we can hang our hat on that. And then we do have Party Shot potentially for Switch Initiative. Now, I thought about running Scarfed Silvally with Explosion these things, but I was like, man, do I really want to Scarf a Defogger? Because at this point, as you guys can see, we don't have a Choice Scarfer. Do we have a Choice Scarfer on this team? I don't know. You have to keep waiting to find out. But I thought about it, but I was like, man, I really don't want to Scarf myself into Defog. I really just don't. You know what I mean? So we're not Scarf, even though part of me, my better judgment tells me maybe we should have Scarf Silvally, but we don't. Next up, we have got Cerberus, the Hydreigon, holding the Chople Berry once again, going out of my comfort zone. Only once in my entire Draft League career have I run a Resistance Berry, but I'm running it this week, potentially for the Sacred Sword on the Aegislash, potentially for the Close Combat on the Lycanroc Midnight, potentially for the Cross Chop or some other Fighting-type move on the Incineroar, for potentially the Close Combat on the Hitmonlee, even though if he is Adamant, Max Attack, Hitmonlee, Close Combat just does so much damage, it's not even funny, especially if he's already gotten a Curse up. Like if he goes for a Curse and then he's Unburdened, he'll outspeed us. Yeah, if he does that, then Close Combat probably still OHKOs us at that point, so hopefully we're not in that situation. But if he doesn't want to set up and he just goes for it, then potentially he could put in some use for us. But no Choice Scarf on Hydreigon this week either. Once again, like I said, wink wink, no Choice Scarfs. We are Timid Nature to make sure we outspeed everything that's not a Flygon, which does outspeed us as well. See, potentially, so Flygon is potentially a problem because it is super effective with Ground and Dragon on on our tier 1s. Hopefully something we don't have to worry about. But then, and then he also is outsped by the Salazzle. With the Levitate ability to be immune to ground type moves, with the moves Dark Pulse, Nasty Plot, Earth Power, Flash Cannon, hopefully we can get into something's face where we think we can Nasty Plot in front of him. Potentially like the Aegislash. Potentially maybe like the Orbeetle or something as well. Maybe in DD. I don't know if it gets a Fairy type move. That's definitely something I'm going to have to look up before the battle. And then Earth Power, which is good on the Salazzle. It's good on the Incineroar. It's good on the Lycanroc. It's good on the Aegislash as well. And then, so all these moves allow us to hit everything that we need to hit. We don't have Draco Meteor. Once again, I thought about running Draco Meteor, but I really wanted Nasty Plot instead. Maybe I will regret it. Who knows? We will see what happens. Because Draco Meteor does give me a really, really strong option to hit that Hitmonlee. Whereas Earth Power and Flash Cannon are okay. Dark Pulse potentially could flinch it, you know, if we're trying to go for that. We'll see what happens. But next up, we have got Olga the Barraskewda holding the Focus Sash to make sure we will live any one move. As you guys can see, once again, no choice card. But Barraskewda is naturally faster than everything on my man's team. So as long as they're not choice scarf, we should outspeed them. That includes Salazzle and Flygon, everything in below. And what's great, as you guys know, last week, Cinderace is base 119 speed, which forces us to go Jolly, on our Barraskewda. But Salazzle is base 117, which thankfully allows us to go Adamant. So we are Adamant on our Barraskewda with the Swift Swim ability and the moves Ice Fang, Liquidation, Psychic Fangs, Close to Combat. So essentially we have as much speed as we need to outspeed everything on my man's team. Adamant max attack with the rest a little bit into HP. Ice Fang just Okos Flygon unless he's got like Mad Investment or he's got like a Yachi Berry or something like that. And then also allows us to hit the Rotom-Mow. And then Liquidation just for neutral on Aegislash, Mimikyu, Flygon, Orbeetle, Lycanroc super effective, Incineroar super effective, Salazzle super effective, Hitmonlee neutral, and DD female neutral. He does have Water Absorb Lapras, so that's a thing we need to look out for. Then Psychic Fangs, which does break screens, so we could potentially Psychic Fangs to break the Aurora Veil on the Lapras. It's also super effective on the Salazzle in case he's got like a Water Resistance Berry or something. It's also super effective on the Hitmonlee. And then Close Combat, which is also super effective on the Lapras. Does a crap load of damage to it, especially if he's not Gigantamax. Something. Super effective on the Incineroar as well. Super effective on Lycanroc. And could potentially just put in some work there for us. So that's what we got there with the Olga, the Barraskewda, holding the Focus Sash. And last but definitely not least, we have got Mystery, the Mudsdale, holding the Leftovers. I thought about running, what is that? I thought about running Rocky Helmet on this thing to potentially help wall physical attackers even more, especially like knockoff on the Incineroar that's going to do a good amount of damage to it, give us some chip that we need to help make sure things like Meteor Beam, Oko it, because really especially bulky Incineroar can kind of go in, guys. I'm not even lying to you. It is a problem. That's why I said hopefully he doesn't bring Incineroar, and hopefully it's not the reason we lose this battle. Yeah, with the stamina ability, I thought about running Inner Focus on Mudsdale as well, because Inner Focus gives essentially immunity to Intimidate from the Incineroar, but I felt like Stamina still was a better option for us to potentially boost our defense, and then we still have Body Press, spoiler alert, to threaten the Incineroar. With them is Earthquake, Stealth Rock, Toxic, and Body Press. Now, I really want to get Rocks up, guys. I really, really, really want to get Rocks up in this battle if we can, especially before things like the Lapras and the Incineroar and the Salazzle hit the field. So will I lead with Mudsdale? I don't know, because Mudsdale is kind of a wall to some of his physical attackers, so I might need to save it. So I don't know. We'll see. This is like the most unsure I've been about a lead before a battle the entire season. So, as you guys know, you see my entire team now, I really don't know who I'm going to lead still to this point. So it'll be a heat of the moment decision right when we get into the battle, and I don't like that. Like I said, I am very stressed with this battle. We really need to win. Toxic could potentially come in handy against anything we want to whittle down. And then Earthquake hits the Aegislash, which also we are slower than the Aegislash, so once he attacks us, he will be in his stance form. So then he will just take insane amount of damage from Earthquake. He really doesn't want to take it, guys. He really doesn't. He is immune to our Body Press, but we have Earthquake. And Earthquake doesn't make contact, so our attack will not be lowered, which is really key. And then Body Press, super effective potentially on the Lapras. If he does run physical Lapras, we could potentially take a hit. If he's special, we might not. I really don't know from full. I haven't looked into that. But you guys know I will calculate in the battle if I think he's special. And then Body Press just does a lot of work against the Incineroar, against the Hitmonlee, against the Lycanroc. It allows me to hit the Rotom-Mow for decent damage, Flygon for okay damage, Earthquake for Mimikyu. But this is the team. This is the team. Hopefully you guys like it. As you guys can see, like I said, look at this. No choice scarf, which is very unusual for me. I have never, ever, ever in my professional, quote-unquote, professional draft league career went into a battle without a choice scarf mon. This is my first time ever potentially doing it. I still might change my mind before the battle. Keep that in mind, guys. I am very nervous for this battle. Like I said, I kind of want to put it on Silvally, but I also don't want to be scarfed into default. we'll see what happens, man. This is the team I'm rocking out with right now. I did do a couple of mock battles with my man Rebel Trainer. So shout out to him. If you guys aren't already following him, he's a great dude. Thank you for your help, Rebel, if you're watching this right now. And he helped me do some mock battles. And we did okay in those mock battles. Our sets came in clutch for us. But this is the team. We'll see what happens. Okay, I don't want to forget. I always seem to forget that. I'm going to make sure that my screen doesn't time out here and my controller doesn't die. I want to predict his Pokemon. I want to predict the mons he's going to bring to this battle, guys. I always forget to do that. So, I definitely think he's bringing Lapras. I definitely think he's bringing Mimikyu. I definitely think he's bringing Incineroar. And those three, I'm like 99.9% sure. The others, I could definitely make a case for the Lycanroc, for the Hitmonlee, for the Salazzle, for the Aegislash, for the Flygon, for the Rotom-Mow. The ones least likely see coming in DD and Orbeetle, I mean, he could. Who knows? He definitely could, but I just don't see it. But if you made me pick, I would say Lapras, I need to make sure I have a defogger. So, Lapras, Incineroar, Mimikyu. I guess he has to bring Rotom for a defogger. So, that makes it interesting. So, Lapras, Incineroar, Salazzle, Rotom-Mow, Mimikyu. Did I say that? I'm going to go to start again. Lapras, Mimikyu, Rotom-Mow, Incineroar, Salazzle, and Lycanroc. Which is funny because that's the exact same team that my man Rebel Trainer brought to the battle. I was really thinking other mons, but I was like, if he wants a Stealth Rex option, he's got to bring Lycanroc. And if he needs a Defogger, he's got to bring Rotom unless he runs like Defog on Flygon, which I don't even know if that thing gets it, but it very well might. Or like Rapid Spin on Hitmonlee. It could be a thing. So I could see that coming as well, like Rapid Spin, Hitmonlee. But that's my predictions, guys. Lapras, Mimikyu, Rotom-Mow, Lycanroc Midnight, Incineroar, and Salazzle. Those are my official predictions. And I guess that's it, guys. I'll see you in the battle. Wish me luck. We need it. Alright, guys. What is up? Welcome on back to the battle. As you can see, we're battling my man Kahootz here. Now, I completely forgot to mention this in the team preview, but Kahootz is an amazing content creator who makes amazing content. The link for his channel will be down in the description below. If you guys aren't already subscribed to him, make sure you share the love. Hit up the link. Watch this side of the battle. All of his other incredible content. You guys will not regret it. I know you will enjoy yourselves. Okay, I'll go ahead and decide myself. For the first time all season, guys. For the first time all season. Single battle normal rules. I think that's the rules we go by. I'm excited, guys. I'm extremely, extremely nervous. Like I said, this is a monumental battle for both of us, especially me. We have to win this battle. I'm going to give everything I got. We're going to go with the Rose music as well, as always. We're going to go with the party team. We're going to get into it, guys. I don't know who he's going to bring. I don't know who's going to lead. I'm incredibly nervous. I want to win this battle so badly, like you guys don't even know. But just wanting to win ain't good enough. It's not going to get you there. So we're going to give it all we got because I know Kahootz wants to win too. We're going to go ahead and see his team. Let the battle begin. And we're going to go ahead and choose our lead. We're going to see his team. Who did he bring, guys? I'm absolutely terrified. Okay, he does bring the Indeedee, and he doesn't bring Flygon. He does bring Salazzle. Okay. Hydreigon. Man, the fighting resistance berry kind of sucks. Guys, by the way, I did change out, I'll talk more about it in the battle, but I did change out Toxic on Mudsdale for Rock Tomb because I was concerned about potentially Aegislash or Mimikyu setting up on me because if with an air balloon, I literally can't touch them. Earthquake immune, Body Press immune. I kind of want to lead with Mudsdale. Okay, he does have a Stealth Rocks user, but we didn't bring anything weak to Stealth Rocks. Silvally is okay lead here. It's pretty neutral to everything. We do naturally outspeed the Lycanroc Midnight. Now, the problem with that is that I don't think that we two-shot it. We definitely don't two-shot it. Oh, yeah, we do nothing to it. You're okay, unless he leaves Rotom. You're not bad either, guys. We really got to figure this out. No Incineroar! Wait, what? Okay, guys, we really got to figure this out. I'm going to go ahead and lead Mudsdale. No Incineroar is absolutely crazy, guys. I gotta hurry up and lock this in. Hopefully Mudsdale's an okay lead. If he leads the Rotom or the Lapras, that's not good. If he does lead the Rocker, that's okay, guys. We're going to see what happens. No Incineroar is absolutely crazy, guys. I have no idea what's going on. No idea what's going on. He did bring the Indeedee, which is kind of crazy. I did not think that thing was coming at all. Mia, was that the Indeedee? Okay, that's fine. We'll trade rocks here. I'm perfectly fine with that. I am perfectly okay with this. I am perfectly okay with this. If he just straight up attacks me here, I'm going to go ahead and get up Stealth Rocks. He also gets up Stealth Rocks. That's perfectly fine. I really wish I had Toxic right now, guys, because I feel like the switch to that Rotom is coming, baby. I feel like that switch to the Rotom is coming. We should one-shot this thing with an Earthquake. Body Press should do okay. But I'm going to go ahead and go for the Rock Tomb, because I don't think he's going to stay in. Is he Focus Sash? Hopefully he goes out into an Air Balloon Mimikyu or something like that. We just pop its Air Balloon, like right now. That'd be great. Or he goes into the Lapras. We lower the speed of the Lapras. Who does he want to go into? Oh, guys, I'm so nervous for this battle. You have no idea. So nervous for this battle. No Incineroar, man. I cannot believe that. My strategy with Jirachi is out the window. I mean, the Meteor Beam is still going to be nice for the Lapras. He does withdraw. Who is it? Who are we lowering the speed of? Mr. Reflect. As long as we connect to this Rock Tomb. He's not Heavy Duty Boots. We do connect. We do lower its speed, which is good. I really wish we had Toxic for that situation, but it's okay. Is he going to set up Reflect here? I wish we had Rindo Berry, guys. Which is another thing. I thought about running Rindo Berry on Mudsdale here, but I didn't. I didn't. Who's an okay switch here? How much damage is Volt Switch doing to a Jirachi? Okay, my calcs just reset there. That's fantastic. We got 30 seconds left. Yeah, let's go ahead and switch. Who are his Pokemon, guys? We really got to figure this out fast. I feel like the switch to Hydreigon is, like, so obvious. We're going to go ahead and switch out to Jirachi, guys. That's a big mistake, because if he goes into Salazzle, then he doesn't do as much damage to us anymore. Or we don't do as much damage to him anymore. He does go for the Leaf Storm, and he does land. Is that Specs? Oh my god. A crit! Are you kidding me, man? Rip. Is it time to... He's got no rock resistances. He's got no psychic immunities. I think psychic is pretty free here. Unless he goes into the Indeedee, then it's not. Man, is it time to just release the Meteor Beam, guys? I don't think it is. I'm just gonna go... Oh my gosh, I hate this. I really hate this. I feel like he's gonna go Volt Switch here. So Volley's nice and neutral. So is Machamp. Oh man, we're just gonna click Psychic, dude. We're just gonna click Psychic. Oh, imagine if we click Flash Cannon, bro. Oh man. Ripperoni. Alright, I'm going to go back into Mudsdale. I feel like it's obvious, but I'm going to do it anyway. Man, if we had gone for Flash Cannon, that Lycanroc would be dead right now. Sucker Punch fails. We do reveal the leftovers. Is it Body Press or Rock Tomb here, guys? Let's just go Body Press. Although he does have that Mimikyu. But we've revealed Rock Tomb, so he knows that if he has an air balloon on it, that we can stop that from happening. I know this thing gets Sucker Punch, which is why I did not stay in with Jirachi, but if we would have Flash Cannon, bro, if we would have Flash Cannoned. This would be perfect situation to have Rindo Berry, just saying. Now we don't know if he's Scarfed, right? We only saw the Leaf Storm. Did he hard switch? He hard swapped. He didn't go Volt Switch. Okay, if we go into Hydreigon... Like, if we let Mudsdale go down, like, do we really lose that much? Nah, we can't. Alright, I feel like this is obvious, but I'm going to do it anyway. Leaf Storm, can you miss? Don't crit me this time? Okay, I kind of want a nasty plot here. I really do. It all relies on a Choice Scarf and DD outspeeding me for a dark... Is he really Choice Scarf and DD though, bro? Or Choice Scarf... I guess Choice Scarf on the... Mimikyu? Let's just go for the Dark Pulse. Oh, I'm so nervous, guys. I'm so nervous. If we Dark Pulse, I think we should take out this Rotom, which is nice. As long as he's not Scarfed, or he's just hard switches or something. We should get some solid Dark Pulse damage off anything. I don't even know if he has a Dark-type resistance. He does withdraw. Okay, he's going to let this thing go down to get a clean switch into something else. Fought a nasty plotted though, bro. Okay, he's definitely going to bring in... If he brings in Salazzle... Loba, what is this? Wait, no, Salazzle. Sludge Wave shouldn't KO me unless he specs into it. Earth Power should murder you, bro. I'm just going for the Earth Power. He's got Dragon Pulse. I should have seen that coming, guys. Should have seen that coming. Dang it! Should have seen that coming. Okay. Gosh dang it. That's a bummer, guys. That's a bummer. That's a real bummer. I forgot this thing got Dragon Pulse. Rock Tomb actually might not kill. Actually, it probably doesn't. I'm going to go for the Rock Tomb anyway. He does withdraw. Dang it, man. I cannot believe I threw it away like that. Okay, we're going to lower this thing's speed, which is pretty nice. It should still outspeed us. Crit! Yo, that crit mattered, bro. That crit mattered. Is it okay if I let this thing... I can't let this thing set up on me for free. I really just can't, so... Lapras. Dynamaxed. It's a roll for body press. I gotta go for it. He does big boy. Oh, he's gonna set up the resonance. And it's probably gonna Oko Mudsdale. Unless he's special. Unless he's physical, that is. Imagine if I had gone for Rock Tomb again, though, then I probably would outsped him. If he's got no speed investment. He does. We do outspeed him. We actually outspeed him. He's got no speed investment, and he's got the Fighting Resistance Berry. Yo. Big time move, man. Big time move. Is he physical or special, guys? He's special, but we actually live. We actually live. We gotta just let Mudsdale go down. We gotta just let Mudsdale go down, guys. And our body press is stronger now. Yeah. We just gotta let Mudsdale go down. This should kill. It does kill. Lapras goes down. That is huge, guys. Lapras was a major threat. Very terrified of that thing. But now Salazzle kind of can put in work against me, not going to lie. Silvally, we got to save Silvally because he's the only thing I think that can do some damage to it. Oh, wait, no. Barraskewda should still outspeed him. We still have the Focus Sash intact, but we don't. But we don't because of the rocks. Having Hydreigon dead is a big mistake, big problem for us, guys. It really is. I'm going to go ahead and stay in. And against this thing... we are +1 in defense. Earthquake still does more. So I'm going to go for the Earthquake. Aurora Veil is up. Expanding Force does so much damage. We can defog, I think, at this point with Silvally and then just blow up. I think, and we'll find out if he's scarfed or not. Mimikyu's a whole threat still sitting in the back. We got to remember that thing. We have to remember that thing. Alright, I am going to defog. Hopefully he's not scarfed. He's not scarfed. Okay, good. Get rid of the screens and the Aurora Veil. Okay, no more Psychic Surge either. Expanding Force. Jeez, that does damage, man. I really want to blow up here, guys. I really do. But I'm just going to crunch. I can't have him switch into Mimikyu right now. Okay, we can go out into BraddahKahuutz now and just start clicking some buttons. Or we could go out into... Alright, I think we go out into BraddahKahuutz and just start clicking some buttons. Let's just click Ice Fang. He withdraws. Mr. Reflect, we clicked Ice Fang. This should kill, I think. It does kill. Beautiful. Is he scarfed? Let's click Psychic Fangs. He is scarfed. Don't poison, don't poison, don't poison. We could flinch with Ice Fang or freeze. He probably just Shadow Sneaks here. But if he does, I let him do it. Right? Yeah, I let him do it. And I click Ice Fang. He does Shadow Sneak. That's perfectly fine. Now I go out into Jirachi and I click... Or I go out into Machamp. Man, how much does this NDD in Psychic Terrain do to Machamp when he's Dynamaxed? It does so much damage, man. It really does. I'm afraid he's got this, guys. Oh, but we have Bullet Punch. Forgot about that. We have Bullet Punch. We're going to click Flash Cannon. He's not Life Orb, we see that. I think he might have this in the end game, guys. Shadow Sneak. That shouldn't kill us. It doesn't. Another one probably does. Unless we get a low roll. He's leftovers, okay. Hopefully this doesn't kill. Hopefully he gets a low roll. We live on 1. No, he gets the kill. Okay. Bullet Punch isn't going to do enough to this thing. Yeah, he should have this, guys. He definitely should have this. Gosh darn it, man. It all comes down to, like, if he misses, like, a play rough or something. That's, like, what we need. Oh, he's definitely got this. Max Steel Spike doesn't even kill. Yeah, he's definitely got this. Let's just freaking go for it, man. Let's max guard here. That's unfortunate, man. That letting Hydreigon go down was huge. We're going to set that back up, guys. I think this is it for the Miami Heatran, guys. I don't think we can make playoffs after this. But we'll see you guys back in a second. We'll figure out how we're going to do this. And yeah, see you then. Alright, guys, we are back. I'm trying to figure out what I should do here. Do I Bullet Punch? Because yeah, it comes down to like him missing play rough, essentially. Like, I don't have a chance if he doesn't miss play rough. Do I bulk up? Because that doesn't help me because the Indeedee is so low. And I can't Bullet Punch it because it's got Psychic Terrain. Yay! I mean, he has to miss play rough. Like, that's all it is. Alright, I'm going to Dynamax. And Max Steel. I think he's got it no matter what. I think he does. I think he's got it no matter what, guys. But we're going to be out here. We should be able to at least take down this Mimikyu, I think. And then the freaking Indeedee's going to win it in the end with just a sliver of HP that it's got. Because we can't priority it. If he misses play rough, that would be monstrous. He goes sub. Okay, so he can sub out. He can stall out my Dynamax, which is pretty cool. But it's going to boost my defense, so then he's going to be able to do less damage to me. But it's going to make it so where his Expanding Force will always take me out. So I guess there's that as well. Psychic Terrain, man. The Psychic Terrain. It makes no difference. I'm just going to max Steel Spike. Yeah. He's going to sub. It's just going to stall me out. And then the Expanding Force is always going to take me out because I'm not AV. And I can't priority Bullet Punch. I mean, I love that my defense is boosting. If I had like max ground here to boost my special defense, we are still recording, right? All right, I think we're gonna 1v1 this Mimikyu. At least I really hope so. Especially because Bullet Punch should definitely kill now because he's. All right, our defense is now +3. But we're no longer Dynamaxed. Actually, Bullet Punch might not take it out from here. Yeah, Bullet Punch definitely might not take it out from here. But I'm going to go for it anyway. As a matter of fact, it probably doesn't. But I really don't have another play, so... I could bulk up, but does that do anything for me? No, because the Indeedee's still special. So, like, it really doesn't make any difference. I got a Bullet Punch. Oh, we actually get the kill. But I think Indeedee always takes me down here with Expanding Force. Always takes me down here with Expanding Force. Yeah. So, Indeedee. Rip, man. That is unfortunate, dude. We lose to a sliver, man. Guys, I hate losing like that. But that's just GG, man. That's all you can say is GG. Let's go for the brick break. Expanding Force is always going to take me out here. Can you imagine we lived on 1 for some reason? GG, man. GG. Oh, I mean, it's still showing on Mudsdale, guys, but that was just the way we were trying to recreate the battle. So, Mudsdale's dead. Can I run from this? I guess I got to confirm Mudsdale. So, I'm going to send in Mudsdale, then I'm going to run. And we'll wrap up this video. And guys, I wanted to win so bad, but shout out to Kahuutz, man. He played incredibly well. You're going to see he has another Pokemon left as well. That's just his Lycanroc, which is also already dead. There's just a way we were able to recreate the battle, so it says draw. But that's just how it goes, man. That's just how it goes, man. Once again, huge credit to Kahuutz. He played extremely well. He deserves the win. I'm very happy for my man. Congratulations, 5-4 record. That's a huge win for you. I hope you can get into the playoffs now and make some noise. I don't think it's like official that we can't get in, but I think it's very unlikely that we can get in at this point. But you know what? We're still going to give it everything we got no matter what. We do play a potential playoff team next week, so maybe we can make some noise with them. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'm going to try, you know, to just not beat myself up too much about this one because I'm sure there's a ton of plays I could have done differently. But yeah. Great job, Kahuutz. Very happy for you, man. GG. The link for his channel will be down in the description below, guys. If you're not already subscribed to him, make sure you subscribe to him. Hit the link. Watch his side of the battle as well as all of his other amazing content. He is a great creator. He's a great dude. I know you will love it. And we would enjoy sharing the love. That's what we love to do around here. But if you guys did enjoy, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Comment down below. Let me know any misplays you think I made. Any misplays potentially you think he made. Anything differently I could have done. Any sets I could have brought differently. Shout out to you. It's like you could see the future with the Indeedee, like that it could come down to a bullet punch on the chin. That is just crazy. How do you see that? Man, I just did not see Indeedee coming, and it actually was a difference in this one. So, like I said, I'm going to try not to beat myself up too much about this one. I'm going to try not to think about it too much more, guys. At the end of the day, it is just Pokemon, even though I am ultra competitive, and trust me, believe me, I wanted to win this one. But, once again, GG to Kahuutz. I am rambling now, and we'll see you guys in the next battle, 4-5 with a -9 differential. You know, if we could finish the season 5-5, excuse me, I apologize for the burp, guys. Like, you know what? I'll just have to live with that, I suppose. But I'm not going to ramble on anymore. Subscribe to me as well if you guys haven't already. Follow me on Twitter at MetaMech for more content and updates on the channel. Subscribe to my man Kahuutz as well. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.